Hine ma tovu manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tovu manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tovu manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. You know, my friends, one of the things that I noticed is that every prayer, every song in these last few days and this last week takes on a little bit of a different significance. We're looking at it through a different lens. And the song that we just sang, Hine ma tov umanayim, how good and how wonderful it is for all of us to sit together, we take that for granted sometimes. Today, we're not sitting together in proximity to one another, but we're sitting together as a community. We're coming together to end Shabbat and to face a new week with some uncertainty and with some trepidation. But we know that we can do it by being together, by supporting one another, and by being a kihila, by being a community. So thank you guys for joining us for this community Havdallah. I am going to mute everyone again and unmute Rabbi Ern. He's going to share some words in a story. 1 second. Rabbi Ern, you're on.
Hi, everyone. I share with Rabbi Kornberg the excitement to see everyone here. It really warms my heart. And I want to just share a story that many of us have heard, but I think speaks to me in a very powerful way as a result of the experiences that we're going through right now. And it's a story about a shepherd or the farmer who had a daughter and he wanted to find a spouse for his daughter. And he has a contest, and the contest is who can fill his barn to the most complete manner. And he brings one person and he fills the barn with grass, but there's still some room in the barn. Another person comes and brings sand, and there's still some space in the barn. And then the rabbi comes and he goes into the barn at night and he lights a candle. And the candle fills the barn with light. And during these times when during these times when our space is becoming more limited, and sometimes the news that we get on TV can seem to fill us with despair, I think it's important that we become mindful that there still is incredible power in light. We're about to do the Havdallah, and we're going to center this ritual around a candle. The candle represents us. When we show kindness to each other, when we're patient with our family, when we have hope that this time will pass and we'll return together, that light shines much more strongly than any challenges we face. Rabbi Kornberg?
Thank you, Rabbi Ern. For those who have the Havdalah set in front of you, go ahead and light your Havdalah candles. And we're going to let each family sing for themselves. We're going to keep it on mute because what we found with Zoom is with everybody, if you come off of mute too many people, then you don't actually get to hear each other. It actually just jumps from person to person. So each family in their own places will be able to sing. And what I'm going to do now actually is I am going to share, where'd it go? Hold on a second. I'm going to, here they are. There we go. That way, Everyone can follow along with the Havdallah blessings. Even if you don't have them in your own home, you can join along with us. Let's sing together. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen borei peri hagafen yaladai yalai lai 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 lai. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei minei v'samim borei minei v'samim yalalai. Lai 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 ya lai 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 lai. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei meorei ha'esh borei meorei ha'esh. Ya la la la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamavdil ben kodesh lechol ben or lechoshech, ben Yisrael le'amim, ben yom hashvi'i, l'sheshet yemei ha'maaseh. Baruch atah Adonai, hamavdil ben kodesh lechol, yalalai, yalai, lai, 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 lai. La 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Hamavdil ben kodesh lechol, chatoteinu yimchol, zarenu v'chaspenu yarbe kachol. V'kochavim b'layla, Shavua tov, 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 Shavua tov. Eliyahu hanavi, Eliyahu hatishbi. Eliyahu, Eliyahu, Eliyahu Agiladi, Bimera veyamenu, Yavo Eleinu, Imashiach ben David, Imashiach ben David. Shavua Tov, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, before we conclude, we're going to do two things. One, let me unshare this so everyone can see. And I am going to, in a moment, unmute Michael Marks. One of the biggest challenges that as a Jewish community and as a ritual community, this virus and the quarantine has done for us is it doesn't allow us to be there for one another in times of mourning, when traditionally that's the time that we really are there for each other. And so Michael is sitting Shiva this week, and we've had to be very creative about services and very creative about what it is that we can do. We can't actually constitute a minyan via Zoom. You have to have one present. But I do, since we're all here as a community, I want to give Michael the opportunity to say a prayer that is in place of Kaddish. Michael, if you go ahead and unmute yourself, actually. It's going to be easier. There you go. Can we hear you now?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now we can hear you. Michael, if you would, please go ahead and recite the prayer.
Thank you, Rabbi Kornberg, and thank you, everyone. Shavua Tov. This is a psalm for a house of mourning that I've been saying all week in place of Kaddish. Lamanatzeach livnei Korach mizmor shimuzot kol amim hazinu kol yoshvei chaled gam b'nei adam gam b'nei ish yachad ashir ve'evyon pi yedaber chochmot ve'hagut libi tfunot atelem mashal ozni eftach b'chinor chidati lama ira b'meira avon akeva yisubeni habodchim al chelam uvarov oshram yitalalu Ach lo fado yifte ish lo yitain Elohim kafro. Bikar pidyon nafsham mechadal leolam. Bichiod lanetzach lo yireh hashachat. Ki yireh chachamim yamutu yachad kasil vavar yovedu. Ve'azvu la'achirim chelam kirbam batemo leolam mishkinotam ledor vador. Haru vishmotam ale adamot. Ve'atam bikar bal yalin, nimshal kabhemot nidmu. Zed darkam kesel lamo, v'acharehem befihem yirtzu sela. Katzon lishol shatu mavet yiram, v'yirdu vam yisharim laboker, v'tzuram levalot sheol mizvulo. Ach Elohim yiften afsham miyad sheol ki kacheni sela. Al tira ki asher ish kirbek kavod beito. Kilo v'moto yikach hakol lo yired acharav kvodo. Ki nafsho b'chayav yivarech v'yoducha ki teitiv lach. Tavo ador avotav ad netzach lo yiru or. Adam b'ikar v'lo yavin ibshal kabhemot nidmu.
Go ahead and read the second prayer, Michael.
I'm getting it. Ribono shel olam Elohei haruchot l'chol basar. Master of the world, God of the spirit of all flesh, it is revealed and known before you that it is my fervent desire to praise your name and to remember and honor my beloved mother, Sarah Bat Liba Varyaleb Sylvia Marks, by reciting the Mourner's Kaddish in the company of a minyan. Though circumstances prevent me from doing so, may my yearning and prayers find favor in your eyes and be accepted and received before you as if I had prayed that Kaddish. May you grant hope and healing to all who suffer, and may we soon be able to once again safely gather in holiness and joy. May your name, Adonai, be elevated and sanctified everywhere on earth, and may peace reign everywhere. And if I could just add, I found out a few days ago that my cousin in New York is confirmed with coronavirus and is showing a lot of the symptoms that we've all been hearing about. So if we could all keep her in our prayers. Her name is Annie Atali, and in Hebrew, Chana Bat Ruth. Chana Bat Ruth.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Michael. And we say to you, Hamakom Yenachem Etchem, B'toch Sha'ar Avalei Tzion v'Yerushalayim. May you be comforted among the mourners of Zion and Yerushalayim.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for this Havdalah. It is our plan to actually be doing this on a weekly basis, at least for the foreseeable future, as a touch point for us to be able to get together. Hopefully a different story as we go through, but otherwise the Havdalah will be the same. I also want to just remind people looking forward, at the beginning of the week, check your email and check the website. There are a lot of different programs that are happening virtually right now. We have classes that are happening virtually. We have services that are happening virtually. The schools are happening in cyberspace virtually as well. And I really encourage you to take this opportunity and stay connected. It is the biggest risk, I think, that we have right now, is that feeling of isolation. And that isolation, it compounds the fear that we have. So we can talk to one another, we can support one another, we can be there for one another. And in that vein and in that spirit, I will unmute everybody. And one of the things that we noticed at the beginning, it was just so wonderful to hear everybody chit-chatting. And so you're welcome to stick around as long as you want on here to be able to chit-chat. But otherwise, we look forward to seeing you in the week ahead. Shavua Tov.
Shavua Tov.
Howie.
You're all free.
Howie.
Hi, Gelfmans. Hi, Ernst. Hi, Cornberg.
Hi, Rabbi.
Hello.
Guys.
What do you mean the other Kornbergs?
Hi, Cornberg.
Always
Hi,
back
Herman. Hi, Herman.
This is the best.
Oh my God, there's so many people.
Good night, Herman.
How do we get there?
Hi, guys.
Hello, everyone.
No, it's just
Hi, Herman.
Here goes
Hi, everybody.
risky.
Sweet.
Michael Thornburg.
Everyone, Tov to all.
Michael. How do you get on the big screen? That's what I want to know. Hi, Bonnie. Hi, Bonnie.
Hollywood.
Hi, Rabbi Ernst and family.
Hi, guys.
Hi. There we go.
Shavua Tov.
Hi, Shavua Tov, everybody.
Tov, everyone.
Right now, how do I undo it? Oh, okay.
Hello.
The Colases were very grateful to have dinner from Beth on Friday. It was a great service that the caterer offered. So thank you for setting that up.
Glad it worked out.
We almost had too much.
To Gabby. Hi, Gabby.
Okay.
All right, everyone. Shavua Tov, Lila Tov. Have a wonderful night, all.
Lila Tov, everyone.
Hi, is that Shirley? Hi,
It is Shirley. Hello, Shirley.
Oh, Hannah. Bye, Hannah.
Bye, Hannah. Hannah, say hi, everybody. Bye.
Bye, Hannah.
Bye, guys.
Shavua Tov, everyone.
Yasher Koch, Rabbi Kornberg.
Thank you.
Bye.
Yasher Koch.